Continuing from last week, here is a summary of Ethereum news. Ethereum market price, Ethereum ETF outlook, Ethereum Denkun update, Ethereum news, Ethereum ecosystem, Vitalik's remarks, and more. Please read to the end as there is a lot of useful information to help predict the future development of Ethereum. Ethereum fell about 16.5% from March 11 to March 17. Unfortunately, Ethereum is also showing a downward trend as the market has been going up and down significantly overall. Let's also look at news related to Ethereum physical ETFs. There are some positive stories. The London Stock Exchange will accept applications for Bitcoin and Ethereum-based ETFs in the second quarter, although they are not ETFs. While not as influential as physical ETFs, they are still financial instruments and will have an impact on future ETF listings. In Hong Kong, following the Bitcoin physical ETF, Ethereum physical ETFs are being actively discussed. Hong Kong wants to regain control of the cryptocurrency that was stolen from it by the US, so perhaps it will be approved sooner. The U.S. is currently negative on physical Ethereum ETFs, but some say they should still be approved and regulated. There is also news that BlackRock, which has achieved phenomenal results with its Bitcoin physical ETF, has hired GSR analysts who give a 75% chance of approval for a physical Ethereum ETF. If approved, such news is positive because, as last time, BlackRock will be greatly affected. There is a lot of negative news related to Ethereum physical ETFs. In the poly market, the expected probability of approval for a physical Ethereum ETF is 36%. The probability is not even 50%, which means it will most likely be a no-go. Fox Business reporter Eleanor Tourette wrote on Twitter, "It is looking less and less likely that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) will approve an Ethereum physical ETF by May 23. According to sources, in recent weeks, applicants and custodian firms for the Ethereum physical ETF have attempted to contact SEC staff in order to proceed regarding approval, but have been unable to elicit meaningful participation as they did with the Bitcoin physical ETF application. The reason, the source explained, is that SEC Chairman Gary Gensler is trying to appease the industry with a physical Bitcoin ETF that has already been launched. In addition, influential cryptocurrency opponents such as Elizabeth Warren are furious with the SEC for approving the Bitcoin physical ETF. The fact that we are working to prevent the same thing from happening again with Ethereum is also an obstacle to the approval of a physical Ethereum ETF, he said. In summary, they say that political issues may be the main cause. James Safat, a Bloomberg analyst specializing in ETFs, said on Twitter that, if the Ethereum physical ETF does not get U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) approval for launch in May, it will be difficult in August. If rejected, they have determined that it will take time to be re-approved. Furthermore, they estimate that the probability of approval of a physical Ethereum ETF in 2025 is over 50%, which means that next year may not be a certainty. Another Bloomberg analyst, Eric Bartunas, also commented, the probability of approval for the ETHspot ETF in May has dropped to 35%. Personally, I think an ETH physical ETF should be approved, but I don't see the same signs that were detected when the Bitcoin physical ETF was approved. However, 35% is not 0%, and we expect ETH physical ETFs to be approved in the long run, he added. This is more sad news for Ethereum holders because this person posted a lot of useful information during the Bitcoin physical ETF. Matt Kolba, general counsel for Consensus, an Ethereum infrastructure developer, said an Ethereum physical ETF could be the first to be rejected. Mr. Kolba explained that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) may claim Ethereum as an unregistered security, which needs to be taken into consideration. DL News presented 3 reasons why the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) will not approve an Ethereum physical ETF. 1. Ethereum is still not clearly defined. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler has been vague about whether Ethereum is a commodity. 2. Potential for political backlash. The SEC has been criticized by Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren for approving a Bitcoin physical ETF. 3. Less exposed to litigation risk than Bitcoin. Grayscale previously appealed the refusal to convert from GBTC to a physical ETF and filed and won a lawsuit against the regulator. Ethereum, on the other hand, is unlikely to make such a decision. These are 3 things. There is less political backlash and legal risk, and Ethereum is not well defined. This means the issue of unregistered securities and political influence. In fact, 2 U.S. senators have even issued a negative opinion on the approval of an altcoin physical ETF. We view this as a politically calculated action and are discussing it. Some say that the rise of the Bitcoin physical ETF has had a negative impact on the Ethereum physical ETF. So, in effect, Ethereum is more cautious because it could be deemed an overheated investment. The name has to be clear, but unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum is in a situation where the legal name is spared. Although industry participants have enthusiastically expressed their opinions and submitted documents, investors still see a low probability of approval. In our March 11 article, we reported that short-term holding addresses had surged and that traders were expected to return. Personally, I see the return of short-term traders as something of a high point. When Ethereum rose, it surpassed Walmart, which ranked 20th, to become the 19th largest asset in the world. It has become a truly reliable asset of scale. Some believe that Ethereum will fall after breaking through the $4,000 mark, while others believe that the price is overvalued. In fact, after the price increase, gas prices skyrocketed, affecting the ecosystem. The Ethereum ecosystem is, as I told you last time, restaking protocols have been attracting a lot of attention. And you can generate other revenue with the LST tokens you get from staking Ethereum. It even gets coins from related projects, which attracts a lot of attention. On the other side, I have always been concerned about security, but there is news that they are improving this aspect as well. An important Denkun upgrade was successfully completed. The gas bill for layer 2 is expected to be reduced and the user's gas bill burden is expected to be reduced. It remains to be seen whether this decrease will result in a more active influx of users. In fact, data showed that fees have actually decreased dramatically, and the coins of related projects have even risen. In the case of Ethereum, they plan to apply it slowly for stability, and then update it for the additional drop in gas prices will also be underway. Some said that the reduced gas cost of the Ethereum layer 2 would reduce its impact on the Ethereum itself. However, it seems that many are of the opinion that the current direction is the right one in order to attract more users of Ethereum. It is felt that we are looking at the long term, not the short term. Vitalik spoke of achieving a roll-up scaling milestone with the Denkun upgrade, and the next step is to reduce the data burden on the nodes. It seems to me that the cost of running a node is gradually going up, so this should be reduced so that more people can run the node and it will not become centralized. Vitalik Buterin attended the Pragma London event and stated that, "We need a massive mindset shift for the next decade of Ethereum." The first decade of Ethereum's existence focused on the development of the technology and its ecosystem. In the next decade, Ethereum will have a significant impact on the world, he said. This marks the bottom of the market and indicates expectations for further global growth in the future. We have worked hard to summarize the news about Ethereum. Was it useful? If you found it useful, please subscribe and like us. If you found it useful, I believe that investments can increase their chances of success by keeping all possibilities open and combining them with a variety of information. I hope you study hard and become a successful investor yourself. Don't stress out because of your investment, but take care of your health as well as your exercise. Thank you for watching.